Hello, ladies. Okay, had a little technical difficulties, but I am back. So super excited. I'm gonna wait for a couple of people to hop on. I'm super excited to teach you how to make a very simple or workout regimen from home with dumbbells. Um, and hopefully I can see comments. So the last few times I've been going live, I haven't been able to see comments, but I'm going to see if I am able to today. Hopefully so. So I have a question for you while we're waiting for a couple of people to hop on. And you can find it's a poll, so you should be able to find it in your live on your live feed. So first question: what is the best way to lose fat? Can y'all see that? What is the best way to lose fat? Let me know what you think. Hello, Angela. As y'all are hopping on, say hi so I know. So, yeah, I'm so excited I can see comments. It's usually, I don't know, I've been having trouble doing that lately. I am a dietitian. I am a personal trainer. I'm an online coach. I'm also a co-admin of this group. So, thank you, Jacqueline and Kayla, for allowing me to do this. I am a former college athlete. I've worked in mostly hospitals now. I help women to lose weight, and I really deal with a lot of mindset, a lot of the self sabotage, the limiting beliefs, the identity, the confidence that women have regarding their health outcomes. Okay, so thank you guys for saying hello as you hop on. I appreciate it. Good afternoon. So I'm in Texas, y'all. So we are having a snowstorm in Texas. It's really weird. And they're doing rolling electrical outlets. So hopefully we don't lose power. So I have a ton of information in my mind. Okay. I'm really passionate about this topic, but I really tried to pare it down and make it very simple for you to be able to just create a workout and a workout plan for yourself, at home, where you're not stressed out or not like confused about what to do, and make it simple for you. Okay, so of course there are a million ways to create a workout. This is not the only way to create a workout, right? So I have a poll up. Can y'all see the poll? Let me know if you can see the poll. Somebody in the comments. What is the best way to lose fat? What do you think? Okay, yay, y'all can see it. Okay. Keep those answers coming. I got cardio, weightlifting, or both. What do you think? Hello, Karen. Hello, Tony. Thank y'all for saying hello. Tawana. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jacqueline. Okay, so for the poll, let's show the results. So cardio, weightlifting, or both? Really both, right? So there's not like just one way to work out. There's not just one way, and that's the beauty of it. Like, what I want you to understand is that you can make a workout that you like to do. It doesn't have to be torture, okay? You don't have to torture yourself. But what I do see and what I do find is that a lot of women think that like cardio is the way, which like y'all are on it because most people say cardio and they're doing a lot of cardio. They're on the treadmill, they're on the elliptical, they're doing a lot of dancing, and that's fine. You can lose weight in that way. But if we want to lose weight the most effective way, weightlifting is really going to help you. So that weightlifting and that cardio. So I'm going to show you a really easy way to set up a workout regimen for yourself that includes both of those things, but that doesn't take a lot of time, and that's super easy for you can do. And you can easily switch out the exercises. So it's like a little formula. Okay. Hello, Tony from New Orleans. We are celebrating Mardi Gras. Oh yeah, it's canceled. Girl, it was like 9 degrees earlier. Like, we are freaking out because we don't do 9 degrees. I'm gonna try to pull you a little bit closer. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm gonna take this off now. Okay, so if y'all see me looking at my notes, I got notes so that I don't forget anything that I'm saying. So let me tell you about muscle, like why it's important for women to lift weights. And when I say lift weights, if you have to start out with 3 pounds, 5 pounds, totally fine, right? But what I see a lot of mistakes that people make is they stay there. They stay at 3 pounds, stay at 4 pounds. And when we are exercising, we're burning calories. Obviously, we're moving and our body needs to use energy, and so we burn calories. But when you lift weights, and especially when you're lifting heavy, you actually burn calories for 24 hours after you stop working out, right? That's huge, right? So you work out, let's say 3 to 4 times a week. You're not only burning calories for that hour that you work out, but you're also burning calories at an additional calorie level. So you're increasing your metabolic rate for 24 hours. So that's why I always encourage women, like, put some weight on the bar, right? And you should be progressively increasing your weight. So if you have to start out at 3 pounds, if that's where you're at, no shame. But after, a few weeks, it's time to go up to fives, right? You start out with fives, it's time to go up to tens. Start out with tens, it's time to go up to 11 or 12s and 15s, right? So that lean muscle is super duper important. Okay, so don't sleep on the weightlifting or any kind of resistance exercises because it is very important. Most of like the lean people that I know, I don't like to do cardio personally. I will do cardio as a sport, and I will do cardio within my weightlifting regimen, which is what I'm going to show you guys today. So, how to pick your weights. I meant to bring my weight in here, I didn't. Who knows how to pick your weights? Because I don't think a lot of people talk about this. I feel like a lot of women just like, okay, well, let me just pick up my 5 pounds. But how do we know how much to buy as far as dumbbells are concerned, right? Like, how do we love kettlebells, Angela? Yes, love kettlebells, right? So those are versatile. Like, how do you know what is the right poundage for that, right? So I'm going to give you a super simple way. So let's say you are buying dumbbells or kettlebells. What I'm going to show you, we're going to be doing reps of 8 to 12. A rep is basically one repetition. So if I'm doing dumbbell curls, I'm curling, so one full time up and down, that's one rep, right? So the rep count's going to be 8 to 12. And I hope that y'all can see this. 8 to 12. Can y'all see that? Reps. Okay? 8 to 12 reps. So 8 to 12 reps. So I want you to think about your dumbbells, and let's use bicep curls as an example. I want you to pick up the dumbbell and do 12 curls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you get to about 10, 11, 12, you should be struggling. If you're still swinging a dumbbell like this at 11, 12, it's too light and you need to go up in your weights. Okay? So a rep range of about 8 to 12 is a good range for muscle hypertrophy, which means to increase your muscle size, right? Which is what we want, because that helps us to burn fat more efficiently. Okay, so your rep range is going to be from 8 to 12 for most exercises. Again, there's a million ways to build a workout. I'm just telling you like one really, really simple way. Once you get to 10, 11, 12, you should be struggling more significantly. Okay, so if you get to that point, okay, that's a good rep range. So if you're working out at home, you're probably going to want 2 sets of weights. Okay, you're going to want a light pair for your smaller muscle groups like your shoulders, your biceps, your triceps, and you're also going to want like a heavier pair to do lunges and squats and things like that. Okay, so that's ideal. Now, can you work out with 1 set? Of course, right? But 2 is ideal, a light pair and a heavier pair. Okay. So basically, there are 4 components of a workout. Okay. So you have your stretch, your dynamic stretch. Okay. Your dynamic stretch, your warm up, and your cool down. I guess I can put this on the board. So, dynamic stretch. I have horrible handwriting, y'all. Dynamic stretch, your warm up, your workout, and your cool down. Okay? Can y'all see this? Are y'all able to read it? Is it backwards? Is it superimposed? I hope not. So, these are going to be your 4 components. Okay? So, dynamic stretch. What do I mean by dynamic stretch? What I mean is you are going to move while stretching. So, when I was growing up, when I played basketball, we would stretch and hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? But what they found is that is not, before exercise, that's not the best way for you to warm up your muscles, okay? So the best way for you to get like the best out of your workout and help to prevent injury is to stretch doing movement. So let's say today's arm day, right? I'm going to maybe do some arm circles, right? I'm going to do some arm circles. I may do some arm wraps like this, right? So I'm going to be swinging. I don't have enough space right now, but I'm going to be swinging my arms and I'm going to be stretching and then coming back. Stretching, coming back, right? So I'm going to be stretching while moving. So I'm not going to be holding and counting. That's for after. That is for after your workout. Okay? So, I would recommend, doing a little bit of research. There's a million different dynamic stretching, right, that you can do. But basically what you want to do is pick movements and move the joints that you're going to work. If you know you're doing a full body workout, you may want to do some arm circles. You may want to, just stretch your quads out, but you're moving the entire time. Okay? And so that should take you between 7 to 10 minutes. Okay? What I'm going to teach you today is really going to be focusing on the workout part. But hopefully at some point I can do some live workouts maybe. So dynamic stretch. So basically all that means is that you're moving your joints. Okay. If you're going to be doing, lower body doing squats, you're going to want to do some knee pulls, right? Pull that knee up to your chest and kind of stretch out your butt and your backside, but do it while moving. Does that make sense? I wish I was a little further back so I could show y'all a little bit better. So your warm up, what you want to do with your dynamic stretch, you start out slow, right? You start out slow. You're just kind of getting your blood warm and moving your joints. You want to move your spine. There's all kinds of exercise I can show y'all at another time. Then you want to kind of get into your warm up. So your warm up, after that 7 to 10 minutes of dynamic stretch, your warm up should mimic the movements that you're going to do in your workout. Okay, so, and it should be at a faster pace, right? So your dynamic stretch, you're just moving your joints. Warm up, you're starting to get your blood flowing a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to show you what that could look like later. What I really like to do, I like to create my workout first. If I create my workout first, then I'll know how to warm up and how to stretch before. Because the workout is really what's important, to know what muscles I need to stretch and to warm up beforehand. Okay? So let's get into the workout portion. Okay? So this workout, how does this work? Okay. Again, there's a million ways to create a workout. This is just something easy that I have found that people can really follow. I'm going to put up another poll. And you should maybe know the answer to this poll based on what we talked about earlier. Okay, so how many, you should hold as many reps as you can. You should do as many reps as you can when you're weightlifting. Is that true or false? Sorry for the typo. You should do as many reps as you can when weightlifting. Do y'all think that's true or is that false? Let me know while I'm talking. All right. So, as far as your workout, this is the easy part and this is the fun part, this little formula that I made up. So, you're going to do upper body, lower body, core, and cardio. I'm going to write that down. So we're going to do upper, lower, core. You'll see that in cardio. Okay? Y'all, this is super easy. Can you leave this up for members to come back and view? Absolutely. Yes. And all of these, I'm planning on doing more of these more often, and I'm really excited about it. So yes, it will be in the events tab, all of them for future reference. So this is a simple, super simple way for you to create a workout. So upper body, lower body, core, and cardio. So all you really need to do is plug in an exercise. So upper body, let's do shoulder press, right? Lower body, let's say squat. Core, let's just say crunches. We're going to keep this super simple. And then cardio, we could do jumping jacks, we could do a sprint, we could do even like mountain climbers, right? So let's say, I'm just going to say run. I'm going to keep it super simple. Okay. What you're going to do with this, okay? How many reps are we doing? We're doing 8 to 12 reps, right? Now, I prefer you do 12 reps. Like if you can do 12 reps, do 12 reps. If you can't do 12 reps, it's okay. Do 10. Can't do 10? Fine. Do 8, right? Now, if you can't get to 8 reps, your weight is too heavy and you need to decrease your weight, okay? But you're doing 8 to 12 reps. This circuit right here, so we're doing 8 to 12 presses, 8 to 12 squats, 8 to 12 crunches, and this is a run. So you would just run. Like, it doesn't matter how far. I don't even care. Like, down the street, you could run just, if you're doing it like in your house, maybe you could run, around your living room or whatever. Or maybe if you're in the house, running probably isn't the best one, but maybe you're doing jumping jacks. And maybe set a timer, like 30 seconds, okay? And so you're going to put this on repeat, okay? So what I like to do is do circuits and what's called AMRAP. So as many rounds as possible. Okay, I can see that. AMRAP. Y'all see that? That stands for as many rounds as possible. So what you're going to do, you're going to get you a timer. And this is awesome because I like to work out with music. I don't know if y'all like to work out with music, but if I can't work out with music, I'm probably not going to work out, to be honest with you. I need music, right? So you can put on your headphones, put on your music, right? You need to write down your workout. Write down your workout. Matter of fact, I recommend that you write down 4 workouts, okay? And then just repeat those for 4 weeks. So that you have a system and a go-to workout already. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. So, you're going to do this as many rounds as possible. So, let's say you want to set the timer between 6 minutes and 10 minutes, right? So, if you're a beginner, maybe you do 6 minutes, right? So if I'm going to set the timer 6 minutes, right? Set a timer on your phone for 10 minutes. You got your music going. You know you're going to do 12 presses, 12 squats, 12 crunches, and you're going to run or do jumping jacks. Then you're going to start that cycle over again. And you're going to do that until the time runs out, until that 6 minutes is up. Okay? This is a circuit. It's an as many rounds as possible. So you're trying to get through these 4 exercises, 12 each, as many times as you can in that 6 minutes. Okay? With good form, of course. Does anybody have any questions about that part before I move on? Let me know. Any questions? Is that making sense? Let me see if I can see our poll answers. Oh, here we go. Any questions? All right. I don't see any questions in the chat. So our last poll, you should do as many reps as you can when weightlifting. So 63% of you said false, 38% of you said true. So the answer is false, right? So in weightlifting, it's not always like more is better, right? It's a combination of variables. It's a combination of like what your goal is, number one. Number two, how heavy your weight is. Because you don't have to do like 25 reps of any exercise. If your weight's heavy enough, you'll get just as good as a workout doing 12 reps of a heavier exercise. Not to mention that your workout will be shorter, right? So it's not about how many reps you can do, right? There is like a science that's okay. That's all right. You can watch the replay too. There's a science of like your rep range, because certain rep ranges are for building muscles. Some rep ranges are for muscular endurance, like how long you can sustain a certain amount of effort, right? But we're really just talking about like burning calories, building muscle, but mostly for fat burn, right? So that answer was false. All right. So we got 6 minutes on the clock, okay? We're doing our exercises. After that 6 minutes is done, then you rest. Rest is important, okay? Now, rest maybe a minute, minute and a half, okay? Minute and a half, okay? Then you're going to do this circuit again. But this time, you'll change the exercises. And this makes it super simple. Right? So you can pick another set of exercises like, so upper body, let's do curls. Lower body, let's do, some of my favorite, let's see, hip bridges. I also call them hip ups. So glute bridge, same thing. Core, maybe we're going to do Russian twists. Okay, I'll just put twists here. Twist. And then my cardio, maybe my cardio this time will be squat jumps because I like that. So squat jumps. Now I have a whole new circuit, right? After that first 6 minutes, I rest and I do this. I set my timer 6 minutes. I do 12 curls, 12 hip ups, 12 Russian twists, and 12 squat jumps back to back to back. So what is this doing? We're lifting weights, and we're not lifting lightweight. Like, we're not lifting super heavy weight, but we're not lifting a weight. You're going to, like I said, at 10, 11, 12, you should be exerting significant energy, right? So this is going to kick your butt because you're not resting in between. You're going consecutively, right? So as you get more fit, as you get stronger, as your cardio gets better, you can increase this time. It is so important for you to increase the time when it's appropriate. It is so important for you to increase the weight that you're lifting. That's usually, I would say, between 4 to 6 weeks, right? Every 4 to 6 weeks, you should be increasing that time, and you should be increasing your weight just a little bit, like not a ton, but a little bit. And so maybe, I've been doing this exercise and I've been doing curls, and maybe I'm on 10s, right? And it's been 6 weeks and I want to go up to 12s. And let's say for 2 sets I can do 12, but man, that third set I can't do 12. That's okay. That's okay. Do 10 or do 8. Do what you can do, because you're doing heavier weight and you may have to work up to it. You don't have to have all or nothing thinking of like, oh, well, I can't do all of my sets with this heavier weight, so I'm just going to stay at a lower weight. No. You want to increase your the weight that you are using. Let me know if this is making sense, y'all. Y'all are kind of quiet. Am I making sense? Y'all let me know. Okay. So I like this formula because you can swap out anything. And also as you progress, these can be more compound exercises. I don't want to get too far into that, but this is just simple. So maybe you're getting more fit, and maybe you want to do a squat and a press, right? Maybe you're doing exercises that require your upper and lower, and maybe this is upper and lower, and then you do core and cardio, right? But we're just keeping it simple because my mind gets complicated after a while. So this says 6 minutes per exercise, or the entire circuit. The entire circuit. Now, if 6 minutes isn't long enough for you, maybe 6 minutes you only get through it twice or something like that. You can increase the time to 8 minutes, but it's not 6 minutes per exercise. It is not 6 minutes per exercise. I'm so glad that you asked that, Cheryl, because I had a client recently who I was giving her workouts through the app, and she thought it was 8 minutes of squats, and I'm like, no. Okay, thank you so much for asking that. The whole circuit is 6 minutes. So this is called as many rounds as possible. So the round is all 4 of these exercises. Okay? All 4 of the exercises. So you're doing 12 curls, 12 hip ups, 12 Russian twists, 12 squat jumps, and you're going right back into curls, hip ups, twists, squat jumps, and you're doing that as many times as possible. So you may have to play with the time, right? So maybe you want to challenge yourself and say, okay, I'm going to do 8 minutes, and I'm going to try to get more exercises in than I did the first time, right? I really love you versus you and you versus a timer. We'll get to that in a minute. So with this formula, you can create so many workouts, right? So you can just Google upper body workouts, pick an exercise, right? I will say, make sure that you're alternating front of your body and back side of your body, because we tend to when we look in the mirror, a lot of times we only work out our chest, but we forget about our back, right? We only work out our quads, which is the front of your thighs, but we don't work out our hamstrings, which is the back of our thighs, right? So we want to work the front of our body and the back of our body. So just Google, you would just Google upper body workout or upper body exercises. Pick one, put it in this spot. Lower body exercise. You're getting tired of squats, you're getting tired of lunges. There's a lot of things you can do with your lower body. Pick one, put it here. Core. Core is not just your abdominals. Okay? Core is your entire, I don't know if you can see this, all of this, your back, right? And your butt is included in core. Okay? So, Supermans, if you know what that is, they work your back, right? And then cardio can be anything that gets your heart rate up. It could be high knees. It could be jogging in place. It could be bear crawls. I don't know if y'all know what bear crawls are. One of my favorites. They're very low impact. And I'll post it, actually. I'll post it if you don't know. But it's low impact. Your entire body looks easy, but it's very difficult. So cardio can be anything that engages your entire body and gets your heart rate back up, right? So then you go back into that lifting, curls, hip ups, twists, squat jumps, okay? Any questions about that? Y'all let me know while I'm erasing. So this is really it's really simple. I'm doing it on purpose because I want you to kind of get the gist of it. So we've talked about doing your dynamic stretch, a warm up, your workout. So maybe your workout would be two of those, like the two examples that I just did. So one set of 6 minutes of those 4 exercises, then another one, right? And then you could stop there, depending on your fitness level. You could stop there and just do a cool down. Okay. As you progress, or if you are a little bit more advanced, you can do what I call a finisher. Okay. So you can do a finisher. Let me read this comment. Should you do cardio and weights together every day, or should you break it up? To be honest with you, if you're working out 3 to 4 times a week, which is what I recommend, no more, as a beginner, and as if you're not like an athlete or something, you can, of course you can do cardio without weightlifting. I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking about the benefits of lifting weights and lifting a little bit heavier. Lifting heavy does not make you bulky. It actually increases your afterburn, which is basically the amount of calories that you burn after your workout. So you can do cardio. There's nothing wrong with just doing cardio. But if you combine the cardio and the weightlifting helps you to burn calories for 24 hours after you have stopped working out. So it is increasing your metabolic rate for 24 hours. So for me, I'm like, okay, if I'm going to spend an hour working out, I want the most bang for my buck. I want to do what's going to give me the best return. So I personally, that's why I'm showing you cardio and weightlifting. Of course, there's many ways to build a workout. This is just an efficient way that I think is a good way to do it. So let me know if that makes sense, Cheryl. So we've talked about dynamic stretch, warm up, and our 2 circuits, right? Our 2 6-minute circuits. That's our workout, right? Now you can stop there, like I said, or as you progress, or if you are in a, at a higher fitness level, you can do what I call a finisher, which I love. Okay. So a finisher is basically like your last push. You know what I'm saying? It's like the high intensity, I like Tabata. So I'm gonna give you a couple of examples of what you could do as a finisher. Okay. So Tabata, you could do a music finisher, or you could do you versus you. Okay, these are 3 ideas. You would only pick one of these. typically. Okay, just to keep it simple. You would only pick one of these. Now, let me tell you what Tabata is. Okay, so you can download an interval timer. I'm gonna try to see if I can show y'all mine. I don't know if I can see that. Okay, so I have an Android. I don't know if you can even see this. Okay, so this is a Tabata or interval timer. You can download it on Android or iPhone. This is not necessary. This is just cool and a good way to like get a good finisher in. So you would you want to do 8 rounds. It's gonna take you 4 minutes. So this is not a whole nother workout. This is 4 minutes of like you getting it in. Okay. So download that interval timer and I'm gonna put 8 rounds. I'm gonna work for 20 seconds. That's gonna be my workout range. I'm gonna work hard for 20 seconds. Then I'm gonna rest for 10 seconds. Okay, thank you, Jacqueline. I'm gonna work hard for 20 seconds and I'm gonna rest for 10. So whenever you push start, I'll just go ahead and push it. 3, 2, 1. So then you would start, right? 20 seconds. You could do burpees. You could run. You could do crunches. You could do squats, whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, it don't even matter. Like any exercise. Now, I'm not talking about with weight. I'm talking about without weights. Okay, this is without weights. So this is 20 seconds. Now, it's going to tell me 10 seconds of rest. You're going to rest. You're going to do absolutely nothing for 10 seconds. Absolutely nothing. 20 seconds, I'm going. Whatever I'm doing burpees, I'm doing jumping jacks, I'm doing push-ups, whatever exercise you pick. It's only one exercise through this whole thing. This takes 4 minutes if you do 8 rounds. If you do this 8 rounds, it will take you 4 minutes, right? So that's simple, like 4 minutes. Okay, I can do anything for 4 minutes. This is a good workout, okay? If you can download this timer, get it. I'm telling you, great finisher. Pick any exercise that doesn't include weights and you work for 20 seconds. And then when it tells you rest for 10 seconds, you just do nothing. Work for 20 seconds, work for 10 or rest for 10 for 8 rounds. The timer is going to tell you to do that 8 times. Amazing. Just saying. Okay. So after you finish that work, this is your finisher. This is your last push. And love it. This is just an idea. If you don't like that idea, it's fine. Scratch it, right? I'll tell you about the music finisher. This is just fun. So also what you could do instead of the timer, instead of the Tabata, not in addition to, but instead as your finisher, after you finish your workout, you can put on, for example, a song that has like a repetitive word in it. So I always use the song Happy by Pharrell because I'm happy. So you jog in place. So songs are usually around 4 minutes, right? You jog during the song. Every time you hear the word happy, you either do a burpee, do a squat, you could do any exercise really that you can just do like one quick rep of, right? So you're doing because I'm happy, and then every time you hear happy, you do a squat. Okay? It's fun. You will never look at that song the same again because that is a little bit longer than 4 minutes, but just a fun little way for you to use music in order for you to keep the pace and also just keep it interesting, right? Just an idea. You don't have to use that song. You could use any song that has like a repetitive word in there at all, right? So get creative. Doesn't even matter what song. You could technically, you don't have to jog. Technically, you could do shuffles and then do a burpee, but that would be really hard. I'm just throwing out ideas. And then the last little idea for a finisher, if you're at that level, is you versus you. And I love this because my program's all about like you being the best version of yourself. So you would again set a timer. I'm into timers. Okay, I'm into timers because it helps us. It's like a mind hack for us to really like dig into and increase the intensity of our workouts. Okay, so let me show you this. 10, 20, 30, and 1 minute. Okay. This is easy. You're going to set a timer again. Okay. Set a timer for 10 minutes. For 10 seconds. Let's say we're doing burpees. I don't know. I like burpees. 10 burpees or squats or whatever it is. 10 seconds, right? You're going to set the timer for 10 seconds and you're going to count how many you can get in 10 seconds. You're going to rest briefly. Set the timer for 20 seconds. Try to beat your time. So let's say I got 6 burpees in 10 seconds, let's just say. Well, let me just keep it simple so I can do math, y'all. Let's say I got 5 burpees in 10 seconds. In 20 seconds, my goal is 10. So I set the timer and now I'm trying to do 10 and double my time, double my burpees because I doubled the time. Right? So now I'm going to do 30 seconds. How many can I get in 30 seconds? Let's say my goal is 15. Right? Because if we do math, this is a third of 30. So 5, 10, 15. So in a minute, I'm going to try to double this time. 30 seconds. So how many I'm going to try to get? I'm going to try to get 30 in a minute. Now, that's going to be difficult, but it's just a push. It's like that last little push. This only takes us a minute, 30 seconds, minute. This is really 2 minutes of work, right? 2 minutes of work. Just a way to just make it a little bit fun. I'm into using timers. But you can do this. You can add any exercise. And that's what I love. And that's kind of why I wanted to show you guys, like, you can put any exercise in here. Does that make sense? Did I confuse anybody? You don't have to do all of these. These are just 3 different exercises or different options for a finisher. Tabata, where you're using that interval timer. The musical finisher, where you're just kind of either running in place and doing a squat, right, when they say happy, for example. And then you versus you. Does anybody have questions? Okay. Let me know if you have questions. You can do, so after you finish that, you stretch, girl, you done. Because you're going to be tired after that. Okay. So I'm going to recap everything. I'm going to recap what we went over. Okay, so we're going to dynamic stretch, which is what? Movement. We're just moving, right? We're moving those joints. We're feeling a stretch, right? But we're moving. We're not like holding it, right? Dynamic stretch. We're going to warm up. And really, just to keep it simple, you can like just jog or like if you know what your workout is going to be, you can mimic those same exercises that you're going to do in your workout without weights. Right? So let's say your workout. Right? Your workout is going to consist of those 6 minutes or 8 minutes or 10 minutes, whatever you want to do. Right? Another 6 minutes. Okay, that's not long, right? 6 minutes of those 4 exercises. So you got 4 exercises here and 4 exercises here, right? Upper body, lower body, core, and cardio. Are y'all with me? Are y'all with me? Jacqueline, if you're still here, let me know because I don't see any comments coming through, so I'm guessing y'all don't have any questions. But workout. Then if you're ready for a finisher, you can add a finisher. But this is optional, right? So this is that Tabata, this is that that you versus you, that is the musical finisher. This is optional though. And then you have your cool down. So the cool down is just you stretching. And that is like whatever you worked out, stretch that. You did shoulders today, or you did, shoulder presses, or maybe you did squats. You want to hold your knee up. It's hard for me to show you guys like this in this form, but you want to stretch out the muscles that you worked, and then you're done. So I know I talked a lot, but it's really easy and really simple to just make a workout. Now, my recommendation is to create 4 workouts. You really don't need to lift more than 4. If you're a beginner, you don't need to lift more than 4 times a week. So create this workout 4 times, right? And you can put in different exercises for these 6 minutes. Put in different exercises. Make 4 exercises and repeat those for 4 to 6 weeks, right? Repeat them. You get a little bored, swap out some of these exercises, right? Swap out that finisher. Like I gave you 3 ideas for a finisher. Swap out the finisher if you're getting bored, right? That makes a system because it takes out the decision fatigue if you're trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to do today? No, you already have it written down. Let's go. Let's do it, right? And then you don't have to make the exercises every time. So you don't have to do loads of cardio to lose weight. Muscle is going to burn calories for longer, like 24 hours after your workout, you guys. I'm a big advocate of women putting some weight on the bar or getting some heavier dumbbells. It's fine to start out at 3 pounds. It's fine to start out at 5. But guess what? You start increasing to 10, 15, 20, and get on up there if you can. Okay? Melissa, it will be in the group. Okay? It'll be in the group. Just hashtag replay. Let me know that you watched it. So that is my little recap. So number 1, keep it simple. If you're just starting out, I have a ton of information, and I hope I didn't overwhelm you by this. I hope that this is simple enough if you followed from the beginning. Keep it simple. Plan 4 workouts and do the same one. It decreases decision fatigue. You have a system, and consistency is the most important thing. Like, what exercises you really do don't matter as much as you doing them and just being consistent, right? 8 to 12 reps is that rep range that we want to kind of stick to. You want to try to get 3 to 4 sets in. You can play with the time if you need to. And then increase your weights every 4 to 6 weeks if possible. You don't have to work out every day. I see people sometimes like working out every day, and I'm like, no. Your body needs to rest. The way that we build muscle, we rip our muscle fibers up. We rip it up when we lift. The only way to build it is kind of like a scab. Like you hurt yourself, you get a scab. If you keep picking it every single day, ripping, it's never going to heal, right? You might get an infection after some point. But if you have to let it rest so that it heals, and that scab, right? If we get a cut, a scab develops, and it's tougher skin, right? Same thing with our muscles. We need the rest days to build that muscle. Of course, you need to be eating enough protein, and that's a whole nother story. But do not try to work out every day. You need to be active every day. Like take a walk, right? Take a walk, but don't lift every day. So if you need some motivation, I have a motivation mindset made easy, because all of what I told you is cool, but you actually have to do it. right? And that starts right here. Like the biggest thing about exercise and about being consistent and about being motivated is this right here, your mindset. So I have a freebie for you. Motivation Mindset Made Easy. It is a workbook that it will teach you and walk you through a mindset activity and teach you how to stay consistent, um, beat self sabotage, and set your environment up for success. Okay, so it should be in a link, and if it's not, I'll go ahead and put it up there. But if you guys have questions after this, put them in the event link, and I will be more than happy to answer them. Again, I am a dietitian. I'm a registered dietitian. I'm a licensed dietitian. So if you have nutrition questions, you can ask me, and then let me know like what else you guys would like to hear. So next week I'll be doing where to start. So if you have not checked out the events tab, go to the events tab and RSVP for my next live, which is next Tuesday. We'll be talking about like if you're new, where do you start? Like I'm overwhelmed, where do I start? Okay, so thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Get the freebie. Ask me questions. Let me know what you want to hear for the next time. And thank you so much. I don't want to mispronounce your name, but I appreciate you for watching, and I'm glad that it was helpful. So y'all have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.